Hello and welcome. I'm Wayne and this is Let's Start Cooking. And tonight we're going to be doing chicken cordon bleu. So all the ingredients will be in the description. The first thing we're going to start with is our chicken breast. You can either buy chicken breast and you can pound them down to about a 1/4 inch thick, or you can buy the pre-sliced chicken breast where it comes already thin. You're just going to take it, you're going to lay it out flat, and the first thing we're going to start with is we're going to start with a slice of cheese. Traditionally, chicken cordon bleu calls for Swiss cheese, but you can use any cheese you like. You don't have to use Swiss. And you're just going to lay that right on top of your chicken. And we just want to try to make sure that the cheese doesn't come out further than the chicken does. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our ham and we're going to put it right on top of our cheese. I like to use Black Forest ham. I like the taste of it. I think it just has a better taste. And again, with the ham, you just want to make sure that it doesn't stick out further than the chicken. And all we're going to do now is we're just going to roll it up like a pinwheel. And you're going to roll it as tight as you can. And once we get it rolled up, we're going to secure it with a toothpick. If you go to roll these up and you realize that the chicken breast you have might be a little bit too small, you can always double up the chicken breast. You can lay one on top of the other one and just make your chicken breast a little bit longer. And then that way, when you roll this up, you're gonna get a nice size. So all we did was we just took our chicken breast, we took our ham, we took our cheese, and we just rolled it up and we secured it with a toothpick. And we're gonna lay it to the side and we're gonna get our coating ready. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna take 3 tablespoons of butter and we melted this. And you might need more depending on how much you make. You might need more butter, you might need more breadcrumbs, but we're gonna start with 3 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to take our panko breadcrumbs and we're going to take a 1/2 teaspoon of thyme. And we're just going to put it in our breadcrumbs and we're going to mix that up. And we're just going to mix our thyme up with our breadcrumbs. And just like our Eggs Benedict, the recipe seems hard. It's really not hard. It's an easy recipe. We just mix these together. And then we're going to take our minced garlic and we're going to add that to our butter. We're just going to mix that up a little bit. And all we're going to do is we're going to take our chicken and we're going to dip it in our butter. And that's why I said you might need more. It all depends. And try to get both ends. And then we're just going to lay it right in our breadcrumbs. We're going to make sure we get a nice coating of breadcrumbs on this. Just make sure we get both ends covered. We get the whole thing covered up. And we're just going to lay this right in our dish. And we're going to do the rest of them like that. And while we're doing this, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. So we'll get the rest of these rolled up and I'll be right back. Once we get our chicken and our cheese and our ham all put together and we covered it with breadcrumbs, we preheated the oven to 350 degrees. We're going to put these in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes until the internal temperature reaches about 165 degrees. While we're waiting for our chicken in the oven, I would like to take this time to ask you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. We're so close to reaching our first goal, and it's free, it doesn't hurt. All you have to do is hit that button, and you'll be getting notified every time we make a video, and it does help us out a lot, and I do greatly appreciate it. So thank you in advance. Once our chicken is in the oven, and while that's baking, we're going to start making our sauce. And all we're going to start with is we're going to start with our melted butter, and we're going to heat that up, and we're going to add our flour, and we're going to make a roux. So that's the first thing we're going to start with. Once our butter is melted, we're going to add our flour. We're just going to mix this up. Just get everything combined real quickly. And like I said, I like to take it off the heat because there's not a whole lot in here and we don't want this to burn. And once we get this mixed up, we're going to slowly add our milk. Get that incorporated. We're going to slowly add our white wine. You're going to want to cook this for about a minute. We don't want to boil this, we just want to simmer this. And then we're going to add our Dijon mustard, we're going to add our chicken bouillon, and we're going to add our Worcestershire sauce. This is gonna thicken up fairly quickly. So you wanna get all your ingredients in it and you wanna mix it up and you wanna keep mixing it. And once you get it to the point where it's nice and thick, now we're gonna add our Parmesan cheese. You're gonna mix this up now on a very low heat, just enough to keep this warm until we get it nice and smooth. And once we get this all smoothed out, we're gonna set this to the side so when our chicken is ready. It's been 40 minutes. Our internal temperature reached 166 degrees. So now all we have to do is we're gonna take our sauce and we're just gonna put our sauce right over top of it. And you can use this as much as you want or as less as you want. And we're just gonna cut this right in half for you. See if I can get a little bit of everything in here. That's really cheesy. It really tastes great. You can taste the Dijon in there. That ham really comes through. Everything about this you're gonna love. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends. And again, if you have a recipe that you'd like us to try, just put it down in the comments, let us know. And we will see you on Sunday.